Yeah.
All right,
Let's go into it, guys.
Yeah, we're back.
Welcome
everyone.
Welcome to the show. We haven't really written up an introduction for today, but we're just going to go straight into it.
We're going to keep it as raw as we can keep it. I don't think we're going to have all these fancy animations, intros. They'll come eventually.
You don't want to write down the script? Introduction, then you have the main body, you have the conclusion.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We've done it in our previous videos. We started
to tell us.
Yeah, we started to improve, but I think we want to keep it as raw as possible.
And then that's what it is. Podcasts are the best friendship simulators.
That's right. And then when we get the when we get the studio, the podcast studio, that's when it'll
podcast studio.
That's when it'll rise.
100%, bro. We'll get The Rock on there and everything.
The Rock.
Yeah, bro.
All the best.
All right. These are 5 girls to ignore on social media.
That's our topic of today. What do you think of it? What do you think?
Yeah,
make sure you comment. Make sure you comment. Yeah, we want you to dictate. We want you to dictate. What our comments, what our topics are going to be.
100%, bro. It's up to you guys. So we need your input so they can help us.
Yeah,
help you.
Whatever you're facing, we want these topics to be new and fresh, not the same topics you see coaches, PUA coaches. They're always replaying the same shit. So,
bro, because they're probably wondering. They're probably keen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. Anyway,
so let's number 1.
So this has been going through your mind.
My hands aren't dirty. It's just silicone.
No, this has been going through your mind.
A lot of things go from
all these girls on social media and.
Well, social media is everywhere. I mean,
yeah, but there's certain women on social media that you want to fucking ignore.
Yeah, exactly. Because these girls they seek so much. This is number 1 actually is attention whores.
Okay.
AKA girls who do ratchet things online.
Do you know what?
Thots.
I've been off, just before you go in, I've been off social media for a long time. Facebook, Instagram. I just need to clear my head and get away from it all. So you going through this list is going to be, I've got some idea of what the top 5 will be, what the 5 types of women will be.
Yeah.
But you going into it will actually probably give me a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So these girls, they get full loose.
Yeah.
Smashed out drunk. Just twerking. The type of girls that Friday night hits, and they'll be just smashing beers, doing beer bongs, and then twerking because that's the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's
so basically, it's videos, images.
Yeah, it's full attention.
Instagram.
They're obviously trying to get attention, but they're not gonna. They're trying to absorb all this validation, bro. They're trying to absorb too much. They're trying to think of someone that absorbed too much. His anime?
It can't be Cell. No, well, Cell. Andrew 19.
I'm trying to think of someone that absorbed too much and then they ended up dying. But I think it's from it's not DBZ.
It might be a different anime.
Yeah, something else. Anyway,
the point is, keep going.
You got to ignore these girls because they're going to try and get the ultra validation. Can increase their ego.
They're conditioned to it.
Dude,
they're conditioned to it.
And then everyone just gives these girls power because they keep sliding into the DMs, They're not going to get any play, but they still want to slide into the DMs. And it's these girls shouldn't be acting ratchet these days anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the way that civilization is going. It's come on, bro.
Yeah.
Goddamn disgrace.
So that's number 1.
That's number 1.
Number 1. That was very short. You got straight to the point.
That was a quick number 1. But this one also attracts orbiters as well. So this one you can't even have as a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, you don't.
These girls are usually obviously single. You can't really do that.
But all women these days are seeking attention and validation these days. They're just conditioned to it. So they expect too much. So they're going to your girlfriend's most likely on Instagram right now, posting images. I don't know, putting on a fake mask or whatever what do you call them?
Yeah, the
filters. Yeah, calling them the filters. Sorry.
Maybe we should have had that one as well.
Yeah, so putting on the filters, trying to be something that they're not, or trying to hide something that they aren't.
Yeah, it's just social media should be a place where girls go. Well, everyone goes pretty much.
Yeah.
Because when dudes go on social media, it's we're trying to advertise ourselves as boyfriend material.
Yeah.
So that's why we get the photos of us at traveling,
fishing, whatever it is,
sport,
hiking,
gym, whatever. Yeah. Same as the girls, but the girls are taking it too far where that type of behavior has become so acceptable due to the feminist movement and the girl empowerment movement, slut shaming movement or whatever it is.
How many girls in 100 girls that you swipe through profiles, how many girls do you see that actually have a hiking picture or just something normal, them out with friends? It's pretty much that a selfie of themselves, turning around with their ass facing the
Yeah,
the camera.
the gym girl pose, yeah.
Yeah, the gym girl pose. And then it's pretty much the every pose I see.
Mm.
Or they're doing some sort of head tilt and they're just smiling at the camera. Like you never see them out like guys. Like guys have to show that they're out and about doing seven different things.
Not drinking beer.
Exactly. So anyway, so that's the first one. That's a good one.
It's like a D.
But you can't stop that. It's increasing.
Yeah, no, it's increasing crazy because, dude, I just realized the sexualization of girls is like gone hectic since we were younger. But it doesn't matter. That's just that trajectory.
Yeah, but we were in the MySpace days. I don't know if MySpace was in America. Was MySpace in America? Was MySpace American based? Is that the company?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, anyway. So we had MySpace growing up and MySpace was the shit. You'd put
but MySpace was we weren't adults when MySpace was around, so we didn't know what the FOT levels were back then. Yeah, but I don't think they were the same levels as they were now.
No. Well, I mean, what were we? 14? It would have been 12 to like 14. It would have been MSN and MySpace, oh, yeah. And that was what I knew. Mate, girls were already becoming more sexualized then. I had like 10 women.
Okay.
10 women on the go when I was like from between 12 to 14. Easy.
No, keen.
Easy, keen. So it was so easy to chat online. I couldn't imagine how it is nowadays. I'm not 13, it's easy. 14. So
you don't talk to 13, 14.
No.
But dude, it was a lot. Not like back then you could talk to someone random and then they'd answer you.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if you can do that.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I do dance, but unless you have status, they're not really going to answer.
True. I'd have to ask my little brothers about that and see what they see how.
Ask them, bro.
I don't think they mainly use Instagram. I think Instagram is the main.
Yeah, well, they're not on MySpace.
No, as in there's no other sort of form of socializing. Yeah. Instagram's the main one. Anyway.
Yeah, that's because of ego, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can boost your ego on Instagram a lot more than you can on Facebook. Because Facebook friends, but Instagram you get followers. Just like you have heat.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Little brothers are the type of guys that those type of people that try to actually. But they're not trying to fit in. They're not trying to prove their status.
Yeah, I know, but that's why Instagram got so popular.
I'm just saying that they're probably just the middle of the, at the middle level. They're probably just liked by some people. They're not the people that are trending and, have 7,000 followers and all that sort of stuff. So,
yeah, I know. I was just saying why.
No, I'm just giving you like a background.
No, just ask them if they have girls keen.
Oh yeah, I will. All right, keep going. What's number two? Number two.
So we had attention whores number one.
So that includes videos, slutty pics.
Like it's pretty much like girls like blackout drunk, trying to be cool, and twerking, and all this keep your stuff to get attention from guys to try and seem like it's like girls trying to act like guys.
And I'm worried about women as well. Like I'm worried about like if you have a daughter in this day and age,
it's risky, man.
You have to protect. I mean, all this self improvement and this red pill, MGTOW, fucking black pill theories. Is fucked up. Do you know? It's fucked up. Like, how are you gonna raise a daughter in this society? Do you get what I'm saying? Because those guys, especially if they have daughters, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna just be end up going MGTOW or fully red pill and go, oh, I'm not gonna look, at a girl. This is shit. And having a sook, having a sherry. I'm a sook. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, they've got to take responsibility.
Yeah, I know.
Try and figure out ways to
try and tie that into.
Try and figure out ways to help, make their daughter as successful as possible. And
dude, but that's gonna be interesting to see what happens to the pedophile movement going forward. But they have to train them like an old school methodology, or without them getting corrupted by the feminist ideologies of the man has to do everything, and the women want equality, even though they don't want the bad things of equality, like paying for dates.
Definitely.
So before we hit number two,
all right,
we have to answer that.
Is it possible? Sing. Yeah, is it possible to completely forget about girls altogether and focus on goals?
Amen.
Well, do you know what?
But
Aditya, just a quick one. We will answer your question. I was speaking to Andrew about this today, and I said to myself, I want to teach all the young men to forget about women altogether. They're always going to be on your mind in some way. So let's all work together and focus on our goals. Let's raise our standards, raise our goals, the standards of our goals. And start knocking them out of the ballpark,
100%, bro.
Let's start winning.
Self-improvement topics coming up very soon.
Yeah, so we'll kick on.
Number two. Kick on. Girls that have OnlyFans, which is a step up from the attention whores.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Because these girls are obviously hyper validated. They're already getting more money than you, pretty much. And it's like, what do they need you for?
Yeah,
just use it for non-sexual attention.
Yeah, this ties in. This is. You're saying OnlyFans is the number two?
Yeah, this is the number 2 OnlyFans, which ties in kind of with the attention whores. Just step up.
It's way more of an extreme.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is leading towards now more pornographic sort of environment.
Sexualization.
Yeah, sexualization. So it's now women will be just normalized. They will be normalized to just showing their bodies, showing their their tits, showing their privates.
Yeah,
and it's just going to seem like nothing
yeah,
to men, and men will see it every day, and then it will desensitize men's sort of energy towards women. Like they won't have any energy. They won't want to go out and cold approach women. They won't want to even try to get women because they'll end up being simps in the world. All these simps, beta simps.
It's gonna be embarrassing, man. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like having sex with a virtual being. You know what I mean? It's like not real, and they're gonna be like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah. You know how you could be like, you know how guys talk about girls that they don't like earlier, like, oh yeah, bang that chick.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I've got that chick's OnlyFans. It's like. like it's the same as like saying I bang that chick.
Yeah.
Because
what did you do last night, Andrew? Oh yeah, we banged this chick on OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. I didn't actually have sex with her. I just looked at her OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Off, bro. It's like guys are gonna become lazy because obviously, too much pornographic.
Well, pornography already desensitizes you. So as soon as you remove pornography from your life, it's gonna make you so much better in life because you're gonna have all that energy and all that focus away from pornography and away from just focusing about girls and even focusing not about getting girls, because people go to pornography because they can't get girls.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If they don't have women, then they go to pornography. So
100%.
You remove pornography and like Aditya said, you focus on your goals that you've got, then that's all you need. And then as soon as you start knocking out these goals, women are going to come and surround you. Yeah. So, so OnlyFans is detrimental to all women. Yeah,
because if you're paying these girls attention, dude, chicks on OnlyFans these days, you have to actually, they're like, oh, don't talk to me unless you're talk to me on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So you have to, they want you to subscribe.
It's pretty much a marketing tool for them.
Yeah. So then you pay like whatever, like $12 a month or something.
Yeah.
Just so you can have a chat with them, and then they talk back. That's how high they put themselves on the pedestal. And these simps are just like, it's like, when they have
no worries, bro. Yeah.
They have like rock concerts, and they crowd surf.
Yeah,
that's what the chicks are. They're just like crowd surfing on these sims, and they're like just holding her up like she's the Messiah. I'm like, I can't talk to you unless I actually pay. It's like
crazy.
What puts her at that level where you can't even talk to her unless you give her money? It's especially if then she doesn't care about you anyway.
Especially if she's a 4 or she's a 5,
I know,
and she's raising herself up to a 7 or an 8. It's good to have.
I think she's a 10.
It's good. It's good to have confidence, but it's also good to have. It's good to be, come back down to reality.
Yeah.
She's not the best.
Yeah, that's great. Like, social media is a hyperinflated these girls' ego, because the same girl that has OnlyFans wouldn't have made OnlyFans back in the day.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't, like, if it was around, because she wouldn't think she's that good, because back in the day, you'd have to holler at girls on the street.
Yeah.
And like catcall. But you wouldn't do that to girls that aren't that good, because people around you would see him like, oh, this guy's like low standards. But now, because you can slide into DMs and all that, the girls have like hyperinflated egos.
And what's it going to do with the girls when the girls don't get the guys that they want and they're 20 kilos overweight, these girls, and they think they're a 10 and they don't get any guys? They're going to blame it on that there's no good guys, and all these guys are just beta simps that are paying for their content, but they're actually not getting anyone. They're not getting any sustenance and any relationships that are going anywhere. Well, what do you think? What were you thinking, love, when you made an OnlyFans? You think you're going to have some guy that's going to be loyal to you?
I know. And then she'll blame like slut shaming movements, like, oh, these guys are just sexist. Yeah, they slut shame me because I have an OnlyFans. And it's like, no, why would a guy want a girl with an OnlyFans as a girlfriend? It's like, come on,
that's right, exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so these girls need to actually see, instead of going in and just seeing the positives that OnlyFans brings them, like the straightaway gratification and the potential money-making avenue, look at what it's going to actually do to them as a person and how people are going to perceive them. Because you can sit there and go, oh, I don't care what people think, but this is on a different level. This is on a different level than just going, oh, this person said they didn't like my dress. It's way different. It's, this person is showing themselves naked, giving themselves up for money, and then expect to meet, really good men.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen.
And then they're going to increase their money, which is obviously going to, they'll be like, oh, no, but the guy starts to pay.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have too much money. They're going to find a guy worthy because female hypergamy. It's
Definitely.
like,
what's going on, Mr. Right One?
It's right one in the building. What's happening, bruh?
Yeah. So OnlyFans equals the destruction of females, I think, and
Yeah, pretty much.
it'll increase the supply of or the what is it? The stock of
demand.
beta simps.
Yeah, well, yeah, the simps are going to increase because now the OnlyFans,
But
it's like normalized to the point where all like 18-year-old, 19-year-old girls, it's like the cool thing to do, making OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And
You'll be forced into becoming a simp though. You won't just be. You'll be conditioned into it. You won't even actually have a chance whether or not to be alpha or whether or not to be just a normal. To be alpha or be a beta. You'll just have to be a beta because there's no other way to get the women apart from please, I've got your OnlyFans. Can you please contact me and look me up,
dude?
And all these girls will be superstars. Like they'll think they're mini superstars, but
they're gonna be like, what the hell? A guy talks to you, but he doesn't pay.
Yeah, exactly. Between each other.
Yeah, between each other. And it's going to be like, because no one's going to talk to each other in real life because we don't know how long Corona's going to get, but that's going to create the divide there for the cold approach.
Definitely.
And it's like, come on.
But you need friends.
I don't know.
Sim friends? I don't know. No, we're talking.
But like girlfriends or whatever. I don't know, bro.
Anyway,
we're going to 5 girls to know. First was the attention whores, aka the girls get too loose, twerking, doing all the slutty pics. Number 2, girls of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And number 3, I don't know if this might just be Instagram, but
okay, girls
who post questions on their stories.
Okay, like, I've never seen that.
So girls who post questions, yeah. They'll be like, you can post questions on your Instagram, or whatever, like whatever. Usually girls post like a kind of like a hoe pic or a pic they're looking good.
Okay.
It's like a Wednesday night or whatever, during the week. She's bored.
Yeah.
She says like, oh, I'm bored, and then entertain me type thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
Or who can come up with this? She'll give a question and see who can come up with the best answer or something like that.
Yeah, like some gimpy trick.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she'll be looking like decent on the photo.
Okay.
And this is like the thing where these girls, they love to publicly shame dudes or reject guys.
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah. I've seen people publicly shame people. It's not good thing.
Because like they bait you, yeah. They set the trap,
yeah,
and then a guy will be like, "Oh, I'd love to take you out one night or whatever," and then she'll be like, "Probably not going to happen."
Definitely.
And that's she's doing that so to increase her stock between the other girls that see it and makes her look like a queen or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll be like, "Oh wow, this
you
girl's
go
like
queen."
Yeah, look at her like sexual market value. She's getting dudes sliding into the DMs.
Yeah.
So that's like annoying as, bro. So ignore these girls as well because they're just doing it just so they can try and raise their own sexual market value.
And why do they like? For all you guys that have done that before, that have actually commented on a girl's status or cues, what you call them, or questions, and you're trying to actually win her, what's the chances of you actually getting a date from her? Like on that, she's posted the post to thousands of people, and you're going to be that one out of like thousands of people that's going to she's going to randomly inbox you and say, yeah, take me on a date. It won't happen. So that's why don't.
Girls do it when they have like 500 followers or whatever.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just using it as an example. The chances of you get her coming back, unless you've got thousands of followers like her, or you're a higher status and you're on a higher pedestal, she probably won't even respond to you. Yeah, and she will respond to you with that sort of comment that you said, which is,
the thing is, no thanks. They can't. Yeah, they when you get the cues on Instagram, you don't have to make it public. You can still answer the question without it going public.
Yeah,
but they do it like
King
waste of time. It's wrong.
Okay,
but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's crazy.
Yeah,
because dude, you're gonna shoot your shot, and then they're gonna shame you so they can get their sexual market value up.
Exactly.
It's like what the fuck.
So firstly, these guys need to just remove themselves from they don't even need to comment. Just don't comment on that.
Don't shoot your shot on these girls.
If these
questions, bro, because they're just doing it just so they can bait you and trap you to make themselves look good, and they'll be posting thirsty pics as well.
Yeah, and if you comment on actual posts that are not like that are actually just normal posts, it's actually going to change the type of posts. All these beta guys want those posts though. They want the G-string post. They want the post that gives them a little bit like that because, like we were saying before, they look to pornography. They look to that instant gratification online. They don't look to. They've already given up from trying to pick up girls online outside in the real world, and that's why they're commenting on these posts.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
So these guys, and I, do you know what? I feel for these guys. We want to help these guys. We want to get them out of this habit. These guys shouldn't be doing this. So
Yeah, they got it on the cold approach.
But when they've been pushed down and down and down by so many girls, they've been rejected by so many girls, and they haven't got themselves right. They haven't got their goals right. They're not fit. They're not working on a business. They're not doing what they need to do. And they're just focused on women, or they've spent their half of their life actually grinding, and now they're trying to get women, which is totally fine. If you've spent the first 30 years of your life just grinding and you're successful, but you still struggle with women, then you do need to look at these channels, these coaching channels, and get that content, because that's going to help you, and it's going to make you aware that you shouldn't comment on these DMs or whatever they are, statuses.
Yeah, we need to kind of shame dudes a little bit.
Yeah, the guy
because dude, if you message people, it's like the easy way out.
Yeah,
because it's like jacking off. It's like nofap.
Yeah,
you know how dudes like they want to do nofap now instead of watching porn.
Yeah, okay.
That's the better way.
Yeah.
So DMing is a lot easier because it's less courageous, because all you have to do is you don't have to do it face to face.
Definitely,
you don't have to come up, pick up a line or whatever.
Yeah, Jalen.
It's a lot easy. What?
I was just saying Jalen, but yeah.
Why?
Shout out to Jalen for posting in all the girls' posts. They got
Tim's mad dog.
Good friend Tim's. Anyway,
shout out to him. Good old Tim's.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Fuck, bro. You
Sorry, bro. Keep going. Sliding into DMs. It's easy. It's easy for them to do.
You don't need obviously you don't need to go pick up line. You need the courage to go up to her.
Yeah.
You can do it from your home.
Yeah.
Just chilling at home. You don't have to look good. You can look like anything.
Yeah, exactly.
All these things. But then we should be like saying that's not the right way. Same as we say that don't watch pornography.
Yeah.
So the guys can start doing it in real life again, and then that's going to equal the balance. But it's harder because with the feminist movement and stuff, they're going to be like, oh, rape culture. We go up to, oh, he raped me because he walked up to me and said hi.
Yeah.
So it's killing us that, but we don't even fight the feminist movement too hard against that. But we should be just celebrating, mingling with people and talking to one another, interacting.
Yeah, definitely.
In real life.
There's these PUA coaches. There's some content I've watched that actually say to people, if you cold approach and you get denied, then you should be sort of ashamed. Like you shouldn't cold approach. Like cold approach isn't for the true alphas. Yeah. I'm like, well, okay, what information do you give guys that are DMing and sliding in on girls' DMs and they're buying OnlyFans? What do you expect them to do? They can't go from just not doing that to then not doing anything. You'd rather them go and try and learn the cold approach and be outside speaking to women than just sitting inside, giving no effort and just typing, do you want to go out, to these women?
Yeah.
Or like, are you keen? It's like, that's not going to work. So you'd rather them cold approach, you'd rather them get the skills, the social skills, and be out there trying to improve themselves. If they get denied a few times, it's better getting denied outside in real life than it is over online. Do you get what I'm saying? There has to be a middle ground.
Yeah, because that's what they say. Like some dudes like get successful and then they have no game. You can build your game on the cold approach.
Yeah.
So they need to kind of not shame the cold approach. I know that the coaches say that we need to stop doing the cold approach so then we can have like dudes working and big on their grind.
Because basically they're saying every time you fail with a girl, it's actually not good. They're saying it's actually a detriment to you. So you should be just grinding and not even doing any of the cold approach. And you should just be grinding and then women will surround you. But these guys that are on one side of the spectrum that have never cold approached before and never speak to women and they only speak online, it's actually good to go out and cold approach and do those things because it's going to give you some sort of common social skills, like natural common social skills. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, especially nowadays, like back in like 2 years ago, maybe the cold approach could be frowned upon. Yeah. But now, since we've been taken away from just mingling with people due to Corona or whatever, restrictions, we need to bring it back. Because now we're going towards the social media age where it's like too much into the cyberspace where we're not even going to have human interaction that much anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what's funny? Keep going. Sorry.
I was watching a video of Michael Jackson 2003 where he's like, the people don't even talk to their like mothers anymore. They don't see their dads anymore. Yeah. Everyone's on social media. They work all day, come home, and the kids on the computer doing whatever.
That's before COVID.
That was 2003. That was before everyone was on like social media. But it's crazy because you see it now and we're so divided. Even when we walk around the streets, we don't say hi, we don't say whatever.
Do you know what people tried to say? That they actually, COVID increased the interactions when they were walking down the street. I'm like, bullshit. I was like, bullshit.
There's no chance.
I was bullshit. Like 10 years ago, I was saying hello. 15 years ago, I was saying hello to everyone on the street. And then it just jumped to now. People just look away. They'll jump to the other side of the street to get away from you. Anyway, but I want to just say, Aditya Singh said, if you are successful, you might attract gold diggers. That's for the people that the simps that are focusing online and they're focusing on their grind, but they just don't get any women. That's true. You could. So we need to teach these guys that aren't that good with women and that need that guidance, that, you know, to what the women to watch out for. And women,
if they're mingling with more girls, they'll be able to suss it out a lot smarter. Some guys that get so successful, they lose their social skills pretty much, or they don't develop social skills because they're too busy grinding. That they don't even know they meet these girls and they just think they fall in love and they don't realize that they're using them. Yeah,
that's why. And Aditya, that's so funny because, it's just funny. That's a good one. I like that one.
That's true. Yeah. That's why you get them when you're poor.
But that's the point. That's
why you get the girls when you're poor.
That's the point of this video.
Elevate you.
That's the point of this video because some of these girls online are gold diggers.
Yeah, they're the ones who try to chase status.
Anyway,
but yeah, we do need rock bands back. I'll tell you what's cool back in the day. Yeah, I think back in cafes and that they used to have like, you could sit down, have a coffee, play chess, bro. That'd be sick. I mean, those are the days I miss. That you're never gonna have a Corona. You can just relax. I mean, that was before our time as well. People playing chess. Dude, I was playing online. Now.
Out of pubs, they took all the pool in Australia, like Victoria. A lot of pubs they took all the pool tables out because they thought it was like the new thing to do. Where they'd created all these fancy bars with cocktails and everything. But what they didn't know, like pool was such a good interaction.
Yeah, 100%.
It was such a good way to interact with people.
Yeah,
especially pick up. Which is good.
Yeah. Doubles. Play doubles.
Doubles, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make them come to us. Definitely Mr. Right One.
100%, bro.
That's the point of this video is to say stop
trying to chase them.
Stop being simps and stop validating them so easily online and start getting on your, start working on yourself and they'll come.
That's it. We take the power back. That's what we need, bro. That's what this is about.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignore these girls because the more power we give them, the more attention we give them, the more power.
If you take that power away, it puts them in the scarcity mindset, and then they will start jumping out at it left, right, and center. Yeah, right. They might get a little bit thirsty, but when they get thirsty, they're gonna come drinking. So
hell yeah. Because if you don't ask any of these girls questions, their self-esteem's gonna drop.
That's right. That's number one thing. And you even ask a girl, you say to her, she'll say to you, "Oh, you don't compliment me at all. You don't say anything about the way I look." And if you just stay quiet, they're left dumbfounded. They don't know what to say. Yeah. Like and you don't even need to say it in a non-polite way and be rude. It's just you don't need to compliment them. It's not,
Yeah, and then it leaves them in kind of like a scarcity because they don't really know where to go. But they can't force you to say anything. And if they do try and force you, it's like like they're trying to pester you too much. And then you can like stop annoying me.
And do you know what? How much will it increase your chances though, or your friends' chances of getting women as well? Because if you want to help them, if you say to them, stop commenting on these women's profiles. And watch all the women start coming to all these men, because if all these men stop validating them, they're going to be out searching. They're going to be hunting for it. So, and when they're hunting for it, when it rains, it rains.
Oh yeah, bro. I think it just started raining.
Yeah, it just started raining here in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's where you got it from.
Yeah,
not bad. All right, number 4.
We're up to it.
So girls that get offended by guys when a guy compliments them in like a status. I mean, not status.
Okay.
Picture. Usually they're slutty pics, and then they'll post a slutty pic or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the girls will comment and be like looks good, whatever. Girls will comment something like
you go babe, you go queen, whatever it is.
Queen, looking good, nice booty, whatever. But if a guy says nice booty, it's like he just gets shamed on the spot. And it's like. Are you gonna post a first trap photo and then get angry when a guy gets caught in your trap?
And they low key. Do you know what the funny thing is? They low key want that attention from the guys.
Oh yeah,
so they don't care if 100 of their girlfriends say looks good. They do because they want to be accepted between the female community.
Bit, but ours is a lot more stronger.
If they get 100 comments from men, they know that they're wanted. So
that makes them look good for other girls as well because the sexual market value increases.
Yeah, definitely.
But they post it like the most scandalous photo, and then they get angry when a dude comments saying scandalous back, like, "Oh, I can't believe you sexualized me like that." Or whatever. It's like, what? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like she's not wearing a burqa.
Stop banging, bro. It's moving this.
He's getting angry. Bro.
Oh no, he's getting angry. But anyway,
yeah. So it's like
keep going.
They post these first trap photos.
Yeah.
Dude will comment.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, sexist, sexualizing me. Yeah. A piece of meat. What do you think you are?"
Have you actually seen that? Have you seen that on Insta? Fuck, that's crazy.
I've seen it on Reddit's like leftist.
How crazy is that though? Just to post that and think that no one's going to ever post those type of questions.
Yeah.
It's like walking down the street naked and then some guy grabs you on the bum or on the tits, or grabs your tits, and you just go, how dare you? It's like, why are you walking around naked anyway? And then they'll say, well, I've got the right to be free and to walk around, and you don't have the right to touch me. Okay, that's all good. We believe that as well. No one has the right to touch you.
I don't know about touch, but looking is different. Like, say if a girl's walking around naked, and you're looking at the...
I'm not saying touching's right. I'm just saying that you don't expect no guy's going to come up and try and touch you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Touching is like a little bit far. Like,
of course it's far, but I'm saying
about looking.
No, but
like,
dude, they're walking out. Some girls walk out and just expect not to be touched.
You're not supposed to touch.
No,
them.
I'm just saying. But there's guys in the world that are fucked up.
Oh yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying normal guys understand not to do that, but there's guys out there that will just be like, they'd take it as a sign, as a signal. They're like, she's keen, bro.
But even like, dude, girls walk around naked and you look at their body, and then they're like, why are you looking at my body? And it's like,
it's natural to look at people. It's natural to look. When you see someone walking down the street naked, you're going to look.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway,
that's how crazy it is.
That's crazy.
Like, they'll post slutty pics, do a comment, and then they'll get angry at the guys commenting.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's exactly the same example. Yeah. You looking at them naked in the street is the same as you commenting on their profile.
Heaps of feminists will do it as well. Like, they'll do it. They'll also do it so then they can be like, oh, girl power.
Yeah.
And it's like, because everyone hates men nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like the cool thing to do is just hate white, straight, cis males or whatever. Or just straight males. I don't know why I say cis. I'm going into their world, bro.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
So those girls, bro, don't waste your time with those girls. Don't comment on their, like, well, obviously you comment. As soon as you comment, you give them the power.
Yeah. So what is that number 4? Is what? How many?
That's 4, bro.
That's 4. Let's keep going to the next one.
But even if a guy says complimenting girl like something nice, it's like not cool for the girl to answer back positively.
Yeah. Even though
you have to hate men.
Yeah, true.
Because they're feminist. Well, not feminist, but all girls want to go towards this feminist angle because of the divide between the men and women.
Yeah, even if it's a truly nice comment that's trying to actually make them more sort of proud of themselves, and give them more motivation in life. They actually just like strip them down and cut everything that guy was trying to say down. Yeah,
like if a girl like loses weight or whatever.
Yeah,
and she's like, it says like, I lost like 10 kilos, and the guy's like, oh, well done, real good. It's like, I don't have to try and get you a validation to impress you. It's like, what? I'm just giving you a clap.
Yeah, but then they think you're being condescending and you're being...
Yeah, but you're not being condescending. It's just like, but we can't stick up for one another. We always have to be divided. That's
I get you. Because what they do is they
conflict in their emotions, man, that they get full for these agendas.
No, because when the guy says well done, they think about all the other comments of all the other guys that have either been rude to them, and then they just go, oh, this guy's saying well done. Oh no, he's lying. And then they'll just put them in their own little warped like category of like
like entire
crazy men.
Girls saying it as well though.
Yeah,
that's why it's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Anyway, move on. That we've gone through that enough.
We'll go for it again.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Because I want to get around to Ditya Singh's focusing on no girls, because that's where we're leading to. No girls.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Anyway, keep going.
Get keen, guys.
Get keen.
All right.
But maybe we'll just say that. Maybe we'll just have like a cut in our video, and it'll just like be a little song about getting keen.
Yeah, fuck. Why not, bro? All right. Anyway, number 5. This is more Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they do it on Instagram, but this is for the Facebook brotherhood out there. Maybe MySpace out there. Girls that complain about someone on a status, like gossip.
Okay. Break it down. Give me the example.
So this girl's like, they'll post like, oh, you know, this finger such and such did this.
Yep.
Ramble.
Yeah.
Whatever. Pretty much just venting their dirty laundry for the world to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Which means you don't really want to hang out with these people, because then they're just going to make, obviously, like,
they're taking someone that was once probably close to them.
Yeah.
Or they were once close to.
Trying to ruin their credibility.
And try and ruin their credibility. Yeah. That's the thing. They say keep your friends and family close, but keep your enemies closer. It's like, what are these women doing?
Yeah.
They're riding on just basically emotion. That's all. They've got no logic. Wouldn't logic say and their feelings for that person, or those feelings that they used to have, say, I can't do this to this person. I need to have some sort of respect for myself and respect for them, because they don't have respect for themselves because they've gone and said this. So it means that they don't really care how other people perceive them. Yeah.
That's the thing. It makes them look bad, and then it makes you look bad, because obviously they're trying to talk bad about you, and also you affiliate with those people. And those people that air their bad laundry anyway shouldn't be doing it.
And they wonder why they attract bad people down the road. They wonder what.
Yeah, based on negativity.
Yeah.
It's like a real pessimist mindset they have, and they try and put it onto the world. They're bringing this negativity into the world,
Yeah.
and there's just gonna be headaches.
Do you know
going
what?
forward,
I think when I was in school, that was like one of the big things I struggled with was when you'd be in a group setting, and even I was in an all boys school, and the beta males that were in my school it was crazy. Like I was a beta male when I was younger, but in a different way. Like, you know, I wanted to be the class clown and try and impress girls. But these guys they'd take their emotions. They wouldn't assess something with logic. So you'd say something to someone, they'd get hurt by it and get all emotional, and then they go and tell everyone in the school. Like these guys were acting like girls when they were younger. And then you wonder why they have so much struggles later on in life when they're older, is because they've been conditioned to act that way, to react with emotion. Like,
I can't. Feminist.
Yeah,
female mindset.
I mean, I could name so many people that I know that would still act with emotion rather than logic. When they like right now, I feel like, no dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
But these guys still have dads. It's just that their dads are beta males. So their dads react with emotion, or their dads have been sort of stripped down and weakened by the relationship, where they've given up in their relationship and they're not happy with their marriage, but they stick it out. And then when they raise the kid, they don't actually raise the kid to be alpha.
Yeah, they raise the kid based on what the mum wants.
Yes, fem mum. Yeah, but no, but the dad basically.
They're saying that like he's like a fem mum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I'm saying that like the mum, he's so unhappy that he doesn't realize that he's actually having that impact on his kids. And then when they send the kids to school, their kids act the same way. And this is why there's so much importance in having a mum and a dad.
Yeah, and that dad has to be that lead. Obviously, he's not that lead. And then what happens is the girl's energy takes over, and then that corrupts the kids.
So this is why you
react illogically to everything because it's filled with emotion.
Yeah, and it's you can't have a dad dressing up in tutus, dressing up in dresses. This is just an extreme example. You can't have a dad you have a daughter. You can't have a dad dressing up and doing all the things the mum would do. You need to have. There needs to be some sort of difference, contrast. Like yin and yang, There needs to be a contrast, yin and yang. Yeah, exactly. If you have them doing the same thing, it's pretty much teaching them to just act that way. They need to grow up seeing a difference, because then that's what gives them clarity when they it's like Sigmund Freud's theory of sexuality. You want a mum and a dad, so then it actually helps them with their sexuality, so they can see the difference between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It does. But why does it even need to be a theory? It just makes it's common sense. Like, it makes perfect sense. You see a mum, you see a dad, and they both acting in their right states, their masculine state and their feminine state, and you learn the balance.
Yeah, I don't know why they're trying not to corrupt it so much. They're trying to get so entangled with everything with the, like, just the feminine. Like, I was going to say LGBT.
Yeah.
You can go and say as well, but then.
Yeah, but we won't go that far in.
The feminist movement is like making obviously, have you seen the Gabrielle Union?
Yeah.
She was wearing like men's clothes.
Dwayne Wade's
wife. Yeah. She was wearing men's clothes.
Yeah.
And then the football player was wearing dress clothes. And Dwayne Wade was wearing like pink hair or whatever. He was wearing a skirt, one of the things. I was like, they switched roles.
I was watching, dude, that's funny. It's funny that we speak about switching roles. I was watching a Portuguese film today called Amor.com. It's like a love film. Anyway, because I'm trying to learn Portuguese. So I was watching this with no subtitles on and just listening to it. And pretty much I didn't understand anything that the movie was saying, but I understood it by the body language, and I followed the story just by watching. And they'd changed. The woman was a successful woman who had all this money in the world. She had status, she had looks, and the guy was just a hacker geek. And basically over the movie, she actually basically you'd think that she'd never get with him. Yeah. But over the movie, she loves him, and then they get together, and then she actually raises him up onto a different level, and he actually starts to get a better job and improves his life. So it's basically what they're doing is they're doing the reverse, because generally you never see any woman take a man and make him a millionaire. Like she was obviously very successful. You only see ever a man take pretty much a woman to the top. Yeah, like you hardly ever see millionaire women take guys. So this story was basically, I think, conditioning the feminists, to be the successful women to go, okay, we're going to go and take a man from the bottom and say it's all right to have any man. So they're going against hypergamy, because women aren't going to go down and pick. They're going to go. They're going to go up. Yeah,
they're not going to go to some homeless shelter and pick a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we're going off topic, but Well, really not. It all ties in. It's all this. It's all an intricate spider web. It all connects.
Yeah, it all connects, bro. It's all loop. But the cons of these skills that we're talking about, the ones to ignore.
Yeah.
They're gonna be headaches.
Mm.
They're gonna bring upon negativity.
Yeah.
They're gonna abuse your time, and they're gonna be whores. Some, well, obviously they tend.
And when we mean whores, we don't mean just having sex.
They're gonna be disloyal. They're gonna be.
They can just. They're just they're searching for validation.
Yeah,
there's a bit of validation. There's that.
They're gonna have many orbiters around them.
Yeah.
Like the attention whores, the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So then it's gonna make you feel like you're stressed.
Yeah.
Even though you shouldn't be worrying about orbiters. But when the girl has this much, she has OnlyFans. It's like, how can you seriously have a relationship with her that you think's gonna be just you and her?
Do you know what? I'll say it now. I honestly believe if a girl has OnlyFans, you shouldn't be with her and it's a harsh statement to say, but I think right now you have to put the rules down at the start and say, I'm not going to be with a girl with OnlyFans. Yeah. Because basically in the future, guys are going to have girls that have OnlyFans. But if you want a girl that has proper morals and principles and standards, then I think a girl that doesn't have OnlyFans is the one for you.
Are there many girls with OnlyFans?
No, I'm just saying right now it's so premature.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm saying it's so premature that guys need to start to get it in their heads why OnlyFans is bad, why women shouldn't be doing it, and why their future wife or girlfriend shouldn't be. They don't want them to do it.
Yeah, we should shame all girls that have OnlyFans. I don't know why these simps are trying to act like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bruh.
Definitely.
The girls should be shaming each other. Girls used to shame sluts, and now you're not allowed to do it because of the slut shaming movement. But I don't think now girls like, oh, you do you. Like, dude, some girl, one of them that was doing the questions.
We've got to stop banging this, bro. Yeah, anyway, keep going.
One of the girls that was doing the questions, she was like, she was saying, I miss dating old guys so they could buy me all the stuff. And it's like, me personally, I don't date old guys, but you go, girl, you get that money. It's like they're congratulating them for doing nothing. It's like you're 20-something, you're dating 50-year-old dude and he's giving you stuff, but you don't love him. You're using him for money.
That's his 30 years of like grind. And like he's gotten to that point and now you're just fast tracking and basically saying, I'm going to have it easy for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Or not even for the rest of the life. Just that's never going to be like a full-time thing. The guy's just going to get someone younger when that girl, like in 10 years time, that girl's 20, she'll go 30.
Yeah. She's not going to want, he's going to run out of gas and he's going to run out of,
No, he's going to pick another girl, bro.
No, but eventually girls, they will be with them for so long, but they're not going to have sex. They're going to get sex somewhere else.
The guys.
No, the girls, the young girls.
I'm talking about like the girls that are congratulating the girls like they're doing something
I
good.
understand that. But
like, oh, you're amazing. You're getting money from this guy, but the guy's just going to use them and then boot him, bro.
Yeah, of course he will. But the girl doesn't really give a shit because the girl's just going to, firstly, the guy that's older, I doubt he's going to be giving it to her like someone younger can.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like,
I'm just saying that's another point. It's another point.
Yeah,
it's on top of it.
Bro. I'm talking about like where they're going to be if they follow that route. They're not going to grind.
Who?
These girls.
Yeah.
They're going to be lazy.
Yeah, that's
they're
right.
They're going to rely on the guy's money.
Yeah.
They're not going to start a family.
Yeah.
They're going to be preconditioned to just be like hoes and just expect money and be getting handouts all life.
Yeah. You're right.
What I mean?
Yeah, you're fucking right.
And they're acting like, oh yeah, the good job. You go get that money, girl. It's like saying
we need to shame them. You're right. We need to shame them.
Yeah. It's like
there just needs to be some sort of shaming. Like either they're shaming or if you think shaming's too harsh, where we're doing something like we're doing basically the same as them, like we're being like them. Do you know what you say? Like, why you shouldn't just do it at all because then you're just like them.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't do it at all. We should just not comment and not even try to attract these
comment. Men can't do anything.
No, I'm just saying.
Girls used to be able to slut shame other girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they do it as much anymore. It's more like, yeah, well done, but
yeah, well, I'm keen as well, Mr. Right One. I'm bloody keen.
Keen.
Yeah, keen as keen, bro. No, because do you know what, keen? Because even though we're talking, this is quite negative shit that we're talking about. Because it's just sad that that the world's going towards this sort of environment or culture. So, but we're speaking it in a positive light. Let's shame them. Let's put them away. Lock away the key.
Yeah, that's almost to ignore the ones to spend your time with. Like not spend, like pretty much the ones that go radiate towards are girls that stay away from social media, which is very hard these days.
No, if they're on social media, they might be posting irregularly compared to other girls. So they'll post every now and then. They might they'll check their phone, but then they actually won't be on it for
all day.
All day.
They might post like stuff with family.
If you can find that,
they're gonna post. Yeah.
If you can find that, and it's their Instagram is mainly about their close friends, themselves, and their travels and family, then that's what you want. So, and I'm telling you, it seems like South America is the way to go. for those girls.
Might be, bro.
We're gonna take all the men and we'll fly over to South America.
We'll go to South America, bro.
We'll be keen.
We'll fly over.
Anyway, so let's move on. Do you want to? So wait, is that done? So I think they got the message.
Yeah, it's done, bro.
So I reckon we move on.
We're gonna slide onto the page.
Yeah, well, I want to get to
another message.
No, it's just Mr. Right One saying keen.
Keen.
Is it possible to completely forget about girls altogether? So, well, for Aditya, I think he's left us, but
Aditya, he actually was there for a bit there, the big man.
But we'll speak about it anyway. I think it is possible. I was speaking to you about this today and saying I think that we should just teach men at a young age just to not focus about women at all. I know it's hard when you're like 12 to 14 and you start to get these feelings and you start to have a girlfriend and it's all exciting and all you can think about is women. Or if you go to an all-boys school and all you can think about is the hot teacher that's in front of you, it's hard. But we need to teach them to focus on, although some people think schools are bad and they're just conditioned to teach certain things, I'd rather my kids learn that information than focus on women. Because when they get conditioned to focus on women, it will lead to a lot of troubles down the road. I'd rather them get conditioned to learn.
Yeah, I know, but
do you get what I'm saying, though?
It's impossible, though.
No, I know it's impossible, but let's try and do it. You try to impact as many guys as you can to try and teach their kids the right things and the right values.
What, 12, 13? 12, 13?
No, I'm just talking about kids in general. Just then when they get to that age, they naturally want to go that way of just learning and, focusing on studies.
Yeah. You focus on studies, obviously, in your high school.
But if you teach them young at every stage, then I think it will set them up for greater success down the road.
Yeah. But we should also be talking to the dudes that are like 20s. Yeah. And they're still focusing on girls.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker D-bet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's like they should be like, dude. I mean, yeah. Obviously.
No, I'm just saying it's better to do that than to not do it. So you might as well do what I said just then and still do what you're suggesting, which is
just like, obviously, dude, if you're like 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you're young and you're like, 13 years old and you just started getting into girls fully or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, all right, because then you still have like 11 and 12 where you can kind of take it more serious.
You need to let them still have that enjoyment and go out and see women and all. I understand that, but there has to be it needs to be like an 80-20 rule or something where it's like they're already thinking about women all the time. They're already in their head. All you can think about is women. If I had thought about women less when I was younger, I would have scored 90 something in my ATARs, in my ATAR at VCE. But I didn't because of women. Yeah. Because I was just going out and texting on MSN and trying to meet up with like 10 different women.
Yeah.
I was pimping. So anyway.
Ahead of their time.
Yeah. So I started early, but
the thing about, but dude, if you're like your 20s, you shouldn't even be worrying about girls. If you're like unemployed.
Yeah.
And if you don't have like a car, don't have any real career going. If you're like working in a factory, it's like, come on, bruh. You got to set up. You got to finish your studies. Then go to TAFE.
Even if you are working in a factory, having a side business or having something on the side.
As well. Something that's going to project you forward. You can't be stable when you're in your 20s.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Always going to be improving.
Yeah.
So that's where completely we take our girls because you're on the improve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can stagnate when you're like 40, 50 when you're already developed and you can pretty much retire.
What do you think about Mr. Right One's getting married at 20? What do you think about that?
Getting married at 20? I mean,
pretty much
sounds decent. But the marriage is so crazy these days because it's all against men.
Yeah.
So I don't really recommend people getting married because
he's saying if the environment. I think what he suggests is that if the environment was fixed, if it was healthy,
like, 100%.
Yeah. Because imagine that. Imagine
like 20.
Imagine raising. Yeah, in the future, imagine raising alpha men, alpha kids, alpha males, and then telling them that then they get married at 20, and they're locked in there. With marriage, I wouldn't even think about it as being locked in, but now all they can focus on is grinding and going and traveling and enjoying and being fit.
Yeah, 100%. And just improving the family and helping the people around them there.
Yeah, true form of purple pill.
Yeah, bro, the purple pill, bringing it back, bro.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, the purple pill.
I think, do you know what? People, they're so self-absorbed, men, these days. As much as we talk about women and their as much as we talk about women and how fucked up some of them are, men are just as fucked up due to simps and due to how they've been conditioned. So these men need to stop being so self-absorbed these extreme red pillists and black pillists and basically focus on themselves, so then they can actually focus on the women as well when they have one.
Yeah.
Because I think they become too selfish. That's why they can't ever be in a relationship, because people can't give up certain things for each other.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit like that.
Anyway.
Because that's the thing with the thing about the red pill, extreme red pill is there's no happy ending.
There's no happy ending, man. I agree.
Like, it's just like you're going to be lonely your whole life. But yeah, you have a rotation, but
what was the
really connect with people.
What was the benefit of us? What was the benefit for you? And then I'll talk about myself of going red pill. Like, what was
red pill or red pill?
No, red pill. What was the benefit? You said that there's so much sadness, but what was the positives? You know, because in the end, once you go too extreme with red pill, you become sad. I'm talking about just women red pill, not woke.
Oh yeah,
you still get fucking depressed when you're red pill for women. When you're red pill for the whole world, you know, then that's a different story. But we're talking just about women.
Yeah. Red pill women, the positives, obviously you have a rotation, you know about game, you know about shit test, you know how to pass all them.
Yeah.
The negatives is like
you're always thinking about paranoia.
And thinking about the games like too much. It's good to know the game, but you're always thinking about the game. It's kind of stressful.
Definitely.
Like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that?
Yeah.
Should I do that? And it's like, fuck, I just want it to be normal. And it's too much of a headache to even try and keep these girls keen.
And then you spend you realize you spend your time, you look at your YouTube search and you look at how much hours you spend on YouTube searching all these topics. You realize you've wasted so much fucking time that you could have been building a business. So it's like, stop stressing about these women and just get going. And miss stupid funny games.
Oh, it's Big Vez.
20
Shout out to Vez, man.
20 is too young.
Big Vez. Vez is a cool guy.
We're not saying right now, Vez, but in the future, maybe when men and women can give up certain things for each other and they can sort of work together in some way. But where we're going doesn't look like women are going to be working for us.
Dude, where we're going, it's going to be virtual, bro. It's all going to be sex dolls, man.
Yeah, there's a lot more information coming out about that.
Yeah, really?
Just
I think there was an article saying man and machine are going to start banging, like as in like, you know, sex, like robots plus man. They're going to try and fuse them. Like, remember Will Smith a couple of years ago? He made a YouTube account.
Yeah,
and then the first YouTube account he made was like Siri or whatever. Not Siri, but it was like there's like a girl that spoke at some awards, and she's a robot.
Yeah.
But she's like the most advanced robot or something.
Yeah.
That's like humanoid.
Yeah.
And she can talk and do all this. And then Will Smith was talking to her like he was on a date. And that was like kind of programming us subconsciously, or not even subconsciously, programming us to get ready for the man and machine kind of combination. Because
it's crazy. That's
where they're going this way and the guys are going that way.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like that ad, bro.
That's right. That's what we said. You can't fight you can't fight feminism with black pill.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you can. I think it's way too extreme.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to, because if we go black pill, it's like you're not being a leader.
That's right.
You're cowering to their gimpy. But then also you are, but then it leads no procreation.
That's right.
So you have to have like a happy medium of like,
and what
purple pill, but just teaching these girls. If we can teach enough girls and stop the simping,
yes,
then we can lead us to the next.
Yeah, men don't need to forget about women entirely. They don't need to be. I honestly think black pill is a little bit beta-ish.
Dude, the game is messed up. I reckon we're going to see like maybe some red pill coaches get done for sexual rape or whatever. Because, you know, dude, you could bang a girl, yeah?
Yeah.
Like this guy banged the girl or whatever.
Oh, and they're online always speaking about all this shit. So then women could all join together.
But I saw this guy and he banged this girl, yeah?
Yeah.
And he said he was a doctor.
Yeah.
I think an article.
Yeah.
And he said he was a doctor. He wasn't or whatever.
Yeah. Gabrielli, that's his name is.
He hooked up with the girls, banged them.
Yeah.
And now they're saying it was rape.
Yeah.
And once they find out he wasn't a doctor, they're like, oh, that's rape.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
And they didn't even.
How could he bang all of them? No, I think he banged 3 and one of them just like left and said, nah, I don't want to do anything. But they're acting like, oh, they couldn't leave. Like he trapped them. I was like,
yeah. Unless he's a serial killer.
They said they were hooking up.
Yeah.
And then they went into sex. The girls these days were like, I saw a meme the other day where the girl's like loving the sex or whatever. Yeah. She's like, oh, I don't know if I'm still, what do you call it? I haven't decided if I've said yes yet to able to have sex, even though she's like, because they can just change their mind. Even if they loved it at the time, they can change their story next week and be like, actually, I didn't want to do it, but he made me do it because I said yes, but it's because I was too scared to say no. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can just change the story. We're just going to create segregation. But if they start getting the red pill content creators and dogging them with this stuff.
Yeah, if they shadow ban them and
like if they say
label them as.
Dude, they could say a rape these guys rape people.
Yeah.
And then the red pill community is going to obviously look bad, and it's going to get shadow banned.
Yeah.
And then we're going to lose all our power.
Shit, that's crazy. I never thought about that perspective.
So we're going to look out for that. Boys.
Yeah, look out for that.
Hitting
Look out for that. What is it? Your
rape culture.
Foresight. Yeah, you're foreseeing something happening.
I can see it happening, bro.
You got the crystal ball, bro.
Yeah, you need home security. That's it.
Yeah,
but that's the annoying thing. It's like, how do we have to go to this level where we have to do this unbelievable? And then you can't even put the cameras there because then they're like, he also filmed us having sex.
Yeah, he didn't give me. He didn't give.
He didn't
have my consent.
Oh, dude.
Hey, but Mr. Owen, red pill for life. I totally agree with you. But what we're trying to say is that there's so much positive to red pill, but there's also so much negative. All these younger guys, you have to teach them how to apply it in the right way and take it with a grain of salt in certain circumstances. You can't just go, okay, this is red pill, and all you got to think about is red pill. And if you think about red pill negatively, then you're against red pill. And then all these young guys will start stressing. They'll start thinking. And then when they're actually keen on a girl and they actually want to have a relationship and they want to have kids, they can't. They can't have kids because they're going to just be psychologically fucked, and they're going to be like, she's going to cheat on me. She touched this guy in public at a party, at work. Now she texts this guy at fucking 12 a.m. at night, at 12 p.m. at night.
Sus, though.
No, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes in rare circumstances, these girls probably aren't doing anything.
Yeah, no,
but these guys are going to be so psychologically just,
or even like the whole mindset of just like,
sorry, that was
they're too scared to go on a relationship because it's not the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Because now purple pill is like kind of the gimpy version of. It's like, this guy's purple pill. That means it's blue pill.
They label it as the turd floating in the water. That's what they say purple pill is.
I know. It's like
these red pill guys are just.
We shouldn't be shaming each other on the purple. Dude, that's crazy. The foresight that people need to have going forward.
Yeah.
You see, we're going with the technology, maybe going towards like sex robots or the rape culture.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a risk in it, but we need to tie it back a bit to the old school style of the 1950s or even before then, where the family units were intact.
No, I don't even.
We're trying to fight it, and then we're fighting. It's like we're fighting fire with gasoline. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. It's going the other way, bro. Black pill's going the other way. They want us to go black pill because they want us to have sex dolls and sex robots.
I think in some sort of in some situation. Sorry, I think black pill is good to fight feminism straight away.
Yeah,
just to bring back the extreme femininity that's happening right now. But then you can't keep doing that. Like you need to come back and meet them somehow in the middle, because if you just keep fighting extreme with extreme, you end up just hating each other, and there'll be this divide forever, and it will have like repercussions depopulation. They already said that the amount of births from the time that COVID started has just dropped dramatically. So you can't fight feminism with black pill. It's just going to be it's way too extreme.
Yeah, we actually might do a study on that and research, because Africa has a dense population now with they're having heaps of births.
Yeah,
but Japan's not.
Yeah, also
in Europe as well. So we're going to see how that ties in, because that usually means they're working together in unity. Obviously, if they're having babies.
Yeah.
So we might suss out the divorce rates, the birth rates.
Yeah, and
see which Africa might be up there with South America, with the girls being king.
Really?
Dude, I'm pretty sure African girls like pretty like
I saw something on Instagram where abortion rates were crazy. I'll have to get it up.
That's actually a good one. Yeah,
I'll have to get it up
and see what continent has the most abortions.
From COVID, from the start of, I think it was September last year to now, abortions are number one for the amount of deaths. Oof. Like abortions kill everything. They're ahead of cancer. They're ahead of COVID. They're ahead of everything.
It's crazy. The Western country, bro. Western country's going crazy for abortion, bro. Yeah. So it's going to be
crazy.
Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I reckon that African have strong culture with births.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that's because they need to keep because of maybe disease and stuff.
Yeah,
but it was like heaps of African countries. They're like dominating. Japan have like a low birth rate.
Yeah,
so I'm wondering what's going on there. But yeah, it's interesting.
That's crazy. Anyway, but hey, stupid funny games. Make sure you drop us a few comments on topics that you want us to do, or anything that you're thinking about, or you're struggling with in life, or whatever's going on in your life. Just chuck in a comment. Get keen, bro.
Shout out to Vez. Might have to get him on the show once. It's pretty funny.
We can get him on while he's playing video games.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah,
nice.
He'll start screaming. He'll just be like, fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, Mr. Right One, drop us a comment.
Yeah, Mr. Right One.
We love your support, bro.
Always
we love
loyal.
it.
Thumbs up.
Anyway, but
We're gonna end the stream, guys.
We're going. It's time to get out of here because this live stream's. Wait, we're gonna wait. Hey, we gotta wait until it hits us on an hour.
All right, we're going for a sneaky hour, boys.
Sneaky
remember
hour.
to subby, tell your friends about us. Because word of mouth, that's important these days.
Yeah, that's the only way this channel is going to grow. And we just want to keep talking about topics that actually matter, and we don't want to rehash the same topics. We want to evolve, bro. We want to evolve.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing like collabs and stuff as well, so we can interview them and talk about their journeys and
Yeah.
what their goals are going forward.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Catch you later.
Peace. That was probably.